Where was Koromaru the whole time? You know, I maintain that this version is so much better than the PS2 version, even if the PS2 version has better graphics. But what happened in the PS2 version, if I remember correctly, is Koromaru actually shows up and, like, steals the control thing for Aigis, and that helps to, like, control her. So, but I guess Koromaru just didn't show up. Yesterday was a shocking turn of events. You wonder if Mitsuru-senpai is alright. You wonder what else the future holds.
Did you hear?
About the student council president? I heard her dad passed away from his illness. I bet it's tough to live without your parents.
Yeah, I know. I think I'll help my mom cook dinner when I go back home.
You received a text message. It's from Akihiko.
I need to talk to you all. Meet me in the command room when you get home.
The dormitory command room. Everyone is here except for Mitsuru and Aigis, and Shinjiro, of course.
The chairman's room has been cleared out.
Well, that's no surprise, considering what he did.
Aigis isn't here either.
I just can't believe all this.
It's in the papers, too. Sudden death of Kirijo's group CEO. They blame it on illness, though.
Yeah, it's never the truth.
Nope.
Mitsuru-senpai's not here, huh?
She's an only child, so there's a lot of matters to be settled, including the funeral and the family business. I'm sure she'll be busy for at least a week.
That sounds rough. I hope she'll be okay.
So, what are we supposed to do now? What'll happen to Chidori?
No word yet. They're probably too busy to be thinking about that. In fact, the entire Kirijo group must be in a state of shock.
I hope Aigis is all right.
Yeah.
What the hell? Am I just supposed to wait for them to get their act together?
It's been
Mitsuru
a
is
day!
meeting with the board of directors. That might explain the delay.
I see. But still, what are we going to do? We have no idea how to get rid of the Dark Hour. We don't even know what we're fighting against.
What was that he said about the fall? What would have happened if we'd been sacrificed?
We would have
There are
died.
so many unanswered questions.
Yeah, you're right. There's still something we have to do. Tartarus is still around, and there's a bunch of shadows inside it. We should train so we're ready for whatever it is we might have to face.
I agree.
Alright, let's break for tonight. Rest yourselves well, even if you can't sleep.
Got it.
I hear ya.
After everyone left, Fuka stopped Yukari.
Yukari-chan,
What's this? A disc?
there were traces of a video on the chairman's hard drive. Most of it was deleted, but I was able to restore some of it. I thought you might like to see it.
Thanks, Fuka. I'll watch it later.
Uh-huh. Make sure that you do.
Later, at Yukari's room,
So it's just a normal DVD? Alright, let's see what's on here. Oh, there we go.
I pray that this recording reaches safe hands.
That video?
My employer has become obsessed with a loathsome idea, and this experiment should have never even been conceived. That's why I had to interrupt it. However, in doing so, I set free a number of shadows that are certain to torment future generations. But if I hadn't, the entire world may have paid the price. Please listen carefully. I cannot stress this enough. You must not hunt the shadows that have dispersed.
Huh? This part's...
I wasn't able to stop this madness. He won't listen no matter what I say. He's under the devil's spell. Now the shadows are trying to eat one another. But if they're reunited, then we are all doomed. I'll say this once more. Leave the shadows be.
This is the original video. Before Ikutsuki changed it.
Thanks, I got
Dad
that.
tried to stop the experiment.
There's not much hope for me now. I have just one favor to ask. Whoever finds this, please, give my daughter Yukari this message. I know I promised I'd be home soon. And I'm sorry to break that promise. But I want you to know, Daddy was the happiest man on Earth when he was with you.
Dad?
I love you, Yukari. Please, take care of yourself.
Dad? Daddy? I know one thing for sure now. I was right to believe in him.
Eventually, Yukari's tears stopped and she lifted her head.
Are you listening, Dad? I'm doing okay. It took a while, but I finally got your message.
The resolution in Yukari's heart has awakened a new persona. Persona Io has given rise to Isis.
I'll fight for what I believe in. That's what you would have wanted. Right, Dad?
Koromaru, where were you?
Hey, sorry about, let's just forget about it, alright? Anyway, I'm sober today, so just sit down and listen to what this old monk has to say. All I gotta do is look all serious and recite the sutras and I can make easy money. At least that's what I thought, so I begged to take over my parents' temple. But every day is the anniversary of someone's death. I'm working 24/7 as if my temple was a convenience store. That's only half true, kid. Sure, I've got no time for leisure, but I'm definitely not poor.
Mutatsu seems pleased.
It varies, of course, but an offering can sometimes be as much as a salaryman's year-end bonus. But, as you can see, I'm too busy. I gotta push this old body of mine to the limit. Maybe I should think of something else to do with my life. I can't keep this up for much longer. I've been drinking too much lately, making a fool of myself like I did the other day. Yeah, maybe you're right. A person should know when enough's enough.
Mutatsu is forcing a smile.
Oh, how about this?
Mutatsu is thinking.
We never filed for divorce, and since I own the temple, we could all live there. I think it's a pretty good idea. I could retire and enjoy life for once. What do you think? Oh, well,
Mutatsu seems embarrassed.
I'm thinking about asking them to come back. You know, my wife and my son. First, I gotta find out where they are. I'll hire a detective. I don't care how much it costs. And when I see him, first thing I'm gonna do is tell him I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart. I'm gonna be concentrating on this, so I probably won't be seeing you anytime soon. Plus, being with a rebel like you might get me put behind bars one day. So, good riddance.
Despite his harsh words, Mutatsu sounds like he's going to miss you. You understand Mutatsu better now.
If I knew I was gonna end up this way, I never would have become a monk. Oh well, I guess I'll go to a detective agency tomorrow. Alright, let's get going, kid.
You left the club with Mutatsu.
Welcome. As I'm sure you are aware, you are currently in a dream. Now then, there has been a change in you recently. Have you noticed? And I am not referring to your change in circumstances. I am referring to the change in your mentality. That is why I have summoned you here tonight. Going forward, there is one thing you mustn't forget.
It is the contract you signed.
I see you recognize it. Shall I remind you of your commitment? I chooseth this fate of mine own free will. There is no need to worry. Whichever path you choose, I shall respect your decision. However, only you will bear the responsibility for your actions, no matter what end they may bring about. Please, remember that. Well then, I bid you farewell.
Chidori's room at Tatsumi Memorial Hospital.
Yo, Chidori. Sorry about not being able to come lately. A lot's been going on. Hey, what's wrong? So you heard about Takai and Jin, huh? I was planning on telling you. They were your friends, after all. What? That's not it?
I'm scared. It hurts. Junpei, what will you be doing in 2 years?
2 years? I don't know. I really haven't thought about it. Why do you ask? Hey, I noticed you stopped, hurting yourself.
Oh, I guess.
That's good. I mean, you have such beautiful hands.
Don't touch me.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
This is too painful. It used to be fun when you came to visit, but it's different now.
Huh?
It hurts inside. I can't breathe. I can't take this anymore.
What do you mean? I don't understand. Did I do something wrong? Tell me what it is.
Junpei, don't come here anymore.
But, Chidori...
Oh yeah. I don't know why it said you're no longer tired because you rested. I did not rest, but whatever. Gekukan High School, front gates.
So, this is Gekukan High School. It's difficult to wrap one's mind around such a beautiful place transforming into Tartarus.
You sense the students leaving school staring at you and Theo.
We seem to be under some rather intense scrutiny. They must be able to feel your power too. The denizens of this world seem to have keen senses.
Theo is nodding solemnly.
Here, please come closer to me. Stay in my shadow.
You sense even more stares as you get closer to Theo. The stares from the female students are especially harsh.
Don't worry, I'll protect you. Now, let us head inside the school.
Theo is gazing at the school store.
Is this a vending facility? If that's the case, then...
Theo walked towards the school store.
Excuse me, I'd like to purchase a school lunch.
Oh, yes?
It seems Theo is asking for something unreasonable.
Bread. Well, they say that having bread for lunch can be a pleasure in itself. I may as well buy one as a gift for my master. Your longest bread roll, please.
Theo seems to have brought bread. Bought
Now
bread.
then, won't you guide me on a tour of the
Brought,
school?
bought. You decide to take him to classroom 2F.
Ah, a classroom. It's here that you spend such long hours each day. Does it go something like this?
Theo sat down at a student's desk.
Please, go on, my teacher.
Theo is looking up at you in anticipation. You decide to stand at the podium. Should you try giving him a question?
Myself, I enjoy takoyaki. But, it seems there is still much to learn about you, though I know a lot about the personas inside you.
Theo seems a little vexed.
I now have a much better understanding of what a lesson is like for you. Shall we head elsewhere, then?
You decide to walk around the school with Theo. Art room.
A human figure cast in plaster. What is this ersatz human used for? A living human would seem much more beautiful to me.
Theo glanced toward you.
Though if the object is to always keep one close at hand, that may be somewhat understandable.
Music room.
Ah, a piano. I'd be honored to be your audience.
You played the piano.
I don't know much about music, but, well, it felt very warm, especially since it was a performance just for me.
Theo is smiling kindly. Sports field.
Do people run around this circle? If so, I doubt they'd get anywhere. Going nowhere. Ah, now I see. It was designed with a profound philosophical point in mind.
You walked around the school with Theo.
Thank you very much for guiding me around the school. My knowledge of this world is that much deeper now. If it's all right with you, I'd like to again go... again. That's odd. Why did I come here? And why with you? What is this desire I have to know more about you? Oh, pardon me. You must be exhausted. I had you chaperone me to so many different places. Let us go. Please, may I take your hand?
You went back to the Velvet Room with Theo. Now we can make Ryuji. Water the flowers, scrub the bathroom. Alright. So, to scrub the bathroom, you need the scrub brush that we got last month from a quest. Someone seems to be cleaning the bathroom. Would you like to go in? Hey, you can't come in here. I'm still scrubbing the floors. Oh, you're not here to do your business? Oh, okay, so you're here to help out, huh? Wow, you even brought a brush. You really came prepared, didn't you? Well, alright then. Why don't you start from the other corner? You decided to help the cleaning lady. Not sure what accent I'm doing here. One tile just won't get clean. What will you do? Use soap. Even with soap on the brush, the grime doesn't seem to come off. What will you do? Scrub harder. You gave it all your strength, and the grime is beginning to lift. The tile is completely clean. Wow, you could eat off that floor. Do you help clean the school bathrooms after lunch or something? You really know your stuff. Thanks, kid. Just leave the rest of it to me. Help clean the bathroom. And... flowers? The flowers seem like they're about to wilt. The flowers don't seem to have been watered for a while. Would you like to water them? You water the flowers. The flowers seem happy. They should be fine for now. Okay, Odin juice. This is Aigus's maid outfit, but we can't get it until we go to Kyoto, and we'll be going to Kyoto. But 11/12, 11/21. But that's the only one we can't get right now. But everyone else has the maid outfit. See, maid outfit Yukari. And made out with Mitsuru and Aegis's we'll get later. Gekkokan High School, Home Economics Room.
If I give my best effort, this will come out great!
It seems Bebe is talking to himself while sewing.
That cheap material has been transformed! Without your help, I would probably be back home already. But because of you, Kotone-sama, I was able to finish this kimono! Arigato! Thank you for your kind words. I can forget about my aches and pains now.
Bebe seems truly happy.
By the way, Kotone-sama, I have met many people in Nihon, but you are the best tomodachi I have here. If my aunt was still alive, I would tell her about the wonderful friend I have made, Subarashi! I'm sure my aunt would have liked you.
You feel a strong emotion from Bebe. Your relationship is stronger now.
Yosh! Now I will put the final touches on this kimono. I'm so tired that I think I see my aunt. This is the last part. I can't give up. Ready, set, go!
You and Bebe worked on your own projects while cheering each other on. The scarf is finally complete. Obtain hand-knit scarf. You could give this to someone on a date. I'll give it to Akihiko for Christmas.
Kotone-sama, this scarf is so beautiful. Subarashi, I can feel your warmth from it. Is that scarf a present for someone? Uriyamashi, I envy the guy who gets it. It is the greatest present. Uriyamashi, I shall return. That I promise. I promise that to you. So...
You worked with Bebe for a long time and then decided to go back to the dorm.
Where have you been?
Looks like Mitsuru won't be coming back for a while. I'd like to think that she'll be okay, but I'm not so sure this time.
So, to change what happens with Chidori and Junpei, you have to talk to Junpei and encourage him to visit her on 11/6, 11/11, 11/14, and 11/22, I believe. So, and it's just an extra scene that you get in January, but...
Hey, Kotone, I think Chidori hates me now. I don't know what to do, man. Huh? Yeah, you're right. Maybe she was just having a bad day.
Junpei seems a bit relieved. He's right here. Why did he say he wouldn't be seeing me for a while? Onimall escapade.
Jeez, they found someone with apathy syndrome at my cram school too. They're all over the place.
You know, I hear the problem isn't just limited to this city. It's happening everywhere.
I wonder what's going to happen in this country.
Don't say this country!
It's November already. The seniors must be frantically studying now. You'll share their fate next year. I can see you all now, tearing your hair out. Anyway, it's a bit cold today, but there's no need for the heater. Can you tell us why, Kotone? Winter is cold. You must appreciate the temperature rather than curse it. That's the Japanese way. Do you understand? You don't, do you? As Sei Shonagon once said, Fuyu wa tsutumete. I'm sure you know what that means, Kotone. So, you do have a bit of common sense. Tsutumete means early morning. She admires what the snow represents, the beauty of the winter frost. Rather than cursing the winter chill, she appreciates its positive qualities. Oh, how wonderful Japanese is, as opposed to modern youth, anyway. If you think my hair is frosty too, remember that you'll eventually be just like me.
Sup, dude?
Rough. Jeez, you're too fast. I thought I was a good runner, too. Well, sorry. It looks like I made you worry. I'm okay now. I've been thinking. Koro-chan isn't coming here because he's lonely. He comes here to show his master that he's okay. He's showing that he has friends who care for him. That'll be alright. I understand that. You've talked with Yukari for a while. There's no point in me doing most of these anymore, but... rough. I'm gonna take Koromaru out most of the nights. It seems Koromaru is done playing. Ah, speak of the devil. Alright, you're not gonna beat me home. Let's race. Iwatodai Strip Mall, Wild Duck Burger.
I come here a lot after practice, but it feels different coming here on a day when there's no school.
Rio seems to be having fun.
That reminds me, everyone's been asking me lately if I wanted to take part in a group date. I've never gone on a group date before, so I don't know what to do.
Rio seems somewhat troubled.
What kind of things do people do on a group date? Kings? You get to become a king? Wow, that's amazing!
Rio has an astonished look on her face. Today you learned something new about her.
Huh? For me? Wow, this is nice! Thank you very much!
Rio seems really like the president. Okay.
Where have you been?
Maybe this is divine guidance. The detective called me and said he found my wife and son.
Well, wow, it took 2 days.
He said they're running a small restaurant. I guess it's pretty popular. My son's married and his wife's pregnant. That makes me feel so old. I decided I'd leave after I saw you, so I'll be going tonight. I won't be back until they've forgiven me. I'll get down on my knees if I have to, and if my son wants to sock me in the face, well, that's fine too. I've been thinking about what I'm gonna say to my wife, even though I'm not so good with words. I'm gonna say, I want to recite the sutras with you by my side for the rest of my life. Well, how's that sound? Ah, come on, kid, you're embarrassing me.
Mutatsu has an embarrassed smile on his face.
Even though I'm a monk, I'm still attached to my family. I guess I'm a worldly monk, eh? But I finally faced the fact that I was drinking to hide my true feelings. I feel so free now. It's all your fault, kid. Lecturing you night after night made me think about when I used to be a father. Maybe Buddha sent you to help me. I gotta admit, I believe in fate. If I'd met you, I'd never have seen my family ever again. I owe you, kid.
Mutatsu thanked you from the bottom of his heart. You feel like you fully understand him now.
Here, take this. It's a goodbye gift.
Obtained reserve tag.
When you mix crunch with white rum, lemon juice, and ice, you get a cocktail called XYZ. Movies and manga often use the initials XYZ to symbolize the end of something, but I think XYZ is the best. Plus, it tastes so good going down. I'll be praying that your future is XYZ. So long, kid.
You watch Mutatsu walk away with his head held high. You carried the reserve tag back to the dorm.